much for coming. And if any of you come up here at any point during the day, I highly advise it. It's just such a brilliant view of you all sitting there. And then I can see the view out along the railway station. It's just very exciting. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I've got a word here, which is we're building a wall of words about hope. And I've come up with quite a strange response, and I've put digging. And I don't know where that came from, but usually the best ideas come when you're in the shower. When I wrote it, I thought about the book The Art of Relevance by Nina Simon. And she said, dig where you're standing. And for me, that means about digging where you live, investing in where you live, having a sense of relevance about the work you do with integrity and commitment. But also, I see it as a thing of actually looking outwards and drawing influence from lots of different ways of working as well. And that's partly the idea of why I wanted to bring this symposium together. So I see digging as a sign of hope. It's a place of curiosity, of imaginative inquiry, and unearthing new ideas. So please join in the word game and put whatever your word might be when you think about what hope means. And the question is, what keeps you hopeful in turbulent times? So we're hoping today is a mix of big imaginative thinking, but also being aware of the fragile times that we live in. And today is a permission to dream, to imagine, and ask questions. For me, today is not about consultation with a big, heavy, weary sea that we've all experienced over many years, but about conversation with a big, curious, creative sea. I'm curious to know how other people make things happen. I've always have been. When we set up SVA in 1996, we spent many months, almost years, talking to lots of artists, particularly artist-led initiatives, and just saying, how did you do that? How did you make that happen? and that's what feeds me, curiosity and digging deep and finding out how to make things happen. And actually, still today, 28 years later, that's how long we've been going, that was the point of doing the symposium for me, for bringing people all together in one room and comparing notes, thinking about how do you do that, how do you make that happen, how do you see things at the moment, and where do you think we're heading? And for me today is not necessarily about collectively defining a set of actions. It's about asking questions that we might not have the answers to. How can we, what if, why don't we? And seeing how they land and who they connect with. Today is also about empowering ourselves to move forward through the power of conversation and through talking about how we can work together more resourcefully, effectively, and imaginatively. We need to maximise on the limited financial resources that we all know there are through working strategically, creatively, and collaboratively. If you want to stay involved, sign up on the mailing list, come along to future cultural hub gatherings that we're organising, share your sign of hope, and let's see what we can make happen. Stroud District Council funded this symposium, so I would like to invite Councillor Catherine Brunel, leader of SDC, to tell you a little bit more about the aims of today and the context of the cultural strategy. Thank you very much.